When teams can't communicate and collaborate effectively, they fail. Managing remote teams and devices can present unique challenges for businesses. Here are some best practice strategies for managing remote and hybrid teams. A lot of it comes down to a great mixture of communication and the technology to implement that in this situation. I'm Warren Milburn, and this is the Smart Tech Small Business Podcast. Why should big IT be the preserve of big companies? Here we discuss how you as a small business owner, managing director or C-level executive can better use big IT ideas to greatly benefit your business. If your people are working remotely, they are prone to several issues that can make their lives and your lives very difficult and miserable. From feeling isolated and teamless to demotivation, and one thing you must remember is that it's not their fault or their problem. A truly great leader will take this on and make sure that even when they are on work from home days, their staff do feel motivated, feel part of the team, connected to the business, and happy in their work. Sometimes it takes a shift in mindset on the part of the team lead to make this happen. Here are 6 best practices to help you with that. First up, and it goes without saying, that great communication is central to your strategy. Effective communication is crucial for managing remote teams. Use video conferencing, instant messaging, and collaboration tools to stay connected with your team members. Schedule regular check-ins and team meetings, stand-ups, to maintain communication and provide updates on projects and tasks. Next, acquire and use collaboration tools like project management software, file sharing tools, and communication tools to help remote teams stay connected and productive. These tools enable team members to work together, share information, and collaborate on projects in real time. Now, before you hop off and start being a great communicator again, you need to take a fresh look at security. Remote devices can present a security risk to businesses. Make sure that all devices are secured with strong passwords and multi-factor authentication. They need to be constantly updated with the latest security patches and closely managed and monitored remotely too. Use virtual private networks to ensure secure remote access to your business networks and systems. This kind of setup is the bread and butter of managed service providers, or MSPs, and managed security service providers, or MSSPs. Regular testing of your security should be given great credence here. Then what about the performance levels of your team? Monitoring remote team performance is essential to ensure productivity and accountability. Use performance metrics to measure the output of the remote team members and identify areas where improvements can be made. Make sure that any dips in performance are not just part of a blame culture, but one of nurturing to bring out the best in your people. Speaking of which, employee training is an absolute must. Provide training to remote team members to ensure they have the necessary skills to perform their job functions effectively in remote situations. This includes training on the various IT tools that they'll be using, security best practices, and remote work policies and procedures. Again, this is well catered for by MSPs. Working remotely is not like working back at the office. There are usually multiple distractions because of the ebb and flow of family life taking place around the remote worker. Flexible work policies are an absolute essential to the success of remote and hybrid teams. Offer flexible working policies that allow remote team members to work during their preferred hours, provided they meet project deadlines and team expectations. It can sometimes take a mindset shift again to valuing people's work not in clocked hours, but in the deliverables that they create. This can help increase employee satisfaction and productivity. And that's your 6 great best practices for effectively leading your remote or hybrid team. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe for more information on smart tech for small businesses. So let's have a quick summary of those again. Communication, you're the leader, so be great at it. Tools, make the best use of IT and seek advice on what's available. Security, this is an absolute must as hackers will exploit this situation to gain access to your company's systems. Performance, there's a risk to performance levels, and it's important to remember that it's not their fault, because as their leader, it's up to you to step up on this one. Training. Staff need to be confident that they know what they're doing and that they're well supported. Policies. Make sure you have working policies in place and don't make them a carbon copy of your office policies. The dynamics are different and need a different approach. Thank you for listening to the nuggets in this episode, and no, I'm not talking about us. This is the Smart Tech Small Business Podcast, and I'm Warren Milburn of Infrazen.tech.